Luce and I have just spent the morning dropping off a load of pallets for our wood store. I got some bench rollers as well in the week. Hoping I can make a little log processor, should come in handy. And we've made 2 more incinerators out of some bins. Luce is just feeding them now. Getting through some more rat end wood. Good morning. So this is the northwest corner of the block, and I'm going to start pushing into this side and get it to the boundary that we've marked out. It's the closest that we've come so far anyway, so the clearing is nearest to this corner. It's also where we're going to be putting the bus. So once we've got this cleared and flat, we can move the bus here and then we don't have to touch it ever again. It can just live there indefinitely. So let's get that wood out of the way and then we'll start work. Give you an idea how long that takes. That's about 50 minutes, I think that was, from sawing it down to where it is now. All we've got left is the stump and the branches, which need to get burnt up. I could carry on in the same way I did with the last tree, drop it with the saw and process it by hand, but I really think we need a bigger fire to get rid of these branches. So what I'm going to do instead actually is get the backhoe in. If I can push over as many trees as I can today, I think mentally that'll really feel like I'm getting somewhere. Sometimes that's more important than just getting the job done. So it makes a hell of a mess, but you get a lot done. You clear a lot of space. The next weekend, Luce and I will just rail through this, do as much as we possibly can. Maybe we'll camp next weekend actually, get that bonfire burning, get it nice and hot. Good day. We decided against camping. Luce hurt her shoulder in the week and sleeping on the floor is probably not the best thing for it. We're going to be spending today at least cleaning up the mess I made last weekend. So pulling those trees out, getting the stumps sorted and getting as many of those branches onto the fire as we can. I don't think we'll do much more than that really. See how far we get. So it's about 3 o'clock, Luce has gone home. We've got, I think, four trees cleared up with all the leaves burnt and the logs kind of stacked away in the corner. I would like to be going a little bit quicker if we could, but it takes as long as it takes. In our defense, we did tackle all the big ones today, so they're going to be a bit slower to get through. Try and do what I can on my own and get everything ready to carry on tomorrow. That about does us for another day. Just over halfway through the trees, and like I say, we got all the big ones done. So tomorrow should be a bit quicker, a bit better, and maybe we'll spend a bit of time at the end of the day leveling out the area again, get nice and flat. Yeah, another good day. There we are, another weekend in the books. We got to the point that we wanted to, which is a good feeling. We got all the trees out that are pushed over last weekend, all the stumps are taken care of, all the leaves have been burnt, and the only stuff that's left is good firewood. Not quite sure what we'll do next weekend yet. We should start chewing through this really, because otherwise these piles get a little bit out of hand. But I also need to do some work on the backhoe as well. The bucket's starting to give way and I need to weld a couple of seams before it fully tears itself apart. We'll make a plan in the week and see what we land on come Saturday. It's now 4 o'clock. Luce has just left, gone home, finished the welding, ran out of welding wire, so I had to run off to the hardware store, which took an hour out of the day. But at least it's done. It should buy us another couple of months anyway. Yeah, I can't say I'm super impressed with this thing. It's just a bit flimsy. There's just so much give, so much wobble in it. Luce managed to get through loads of firewood with it still. I'm going to see the rest of the day out, just cut a bit more and head home, I think. there's definitely technique to it. It still is binding, but I don't know, you can do things like let the log move under the chain a little bit, going in with the chain at full speed before you start the cut. A few things like that seem to help. Could just be my imagination. Anyway, it's getting late. I still need to pack up. It is a grim day today, and it's going to rain all afternoon as well. I'm just going to focus on getting the pile cut up. I think if I can get through either all of it or most of it today, I'll feel pretty good about this weekend, really. Little sawhorse thing. It's going really well actually. Not binding anywhere near as much as it was yesterday. I moved a few washers around different parts and maybe it's not all that bad. It's actually been really good today. I've enjoyed using it. So we've had a break in the clouds, sun's come out, which is most welcome. It's about 4 o'clock now. I've done probably about 2/3, I reckon. And we've got the really big stuff still left here. That's too big to go on this anyway, so that's gonna have to be done the old-fashioned way. And then loads of skinny stuff at the back, which shouldn't be too hard to get through at all, really. We're running out of space where we're stacking wood as well rapidly, so it's looking like we're gonna have to expand that area out a bit. I think that might be our next focus. Once we finish tidying up this corner, probably start down there. Yeah, I think we're tracking okay. I think I'll finish there. One more weekend left in May. So we've got a nice early start. It's a gorgeous day. I've still got an hour or so before I can really start making noise. So I'm just going to spend a bit of time sharpening some old chains, and then I can just swap them out as I go. So we'll finish sawing through that pile that we've got there that I didn't finish last weekend. And what I'd like is to be sat on the backhoe by the end of the day, pushing some more trees over. That'd be a good spot to be in. So this is the southeast corner of the clearing. You might be able to see the green string line That's the boundary we need to clear to. And just beyond that, you might be able to make out the wood pile. I'm thinking these are good ones to drop now. Open this area right up. We can bring the wood stacks into this area. It's not super dense. It's not, you know, hundreds of trees to clear. I think this is what we'll do. That's today done then. The linkage snapped. Well, I don't know how clear that is, but it was just held on with cable ties, and last week I just kind of welded it back together and the welds have failed. So that means back down with the generator and the welder tomorrow. Do it properly, see if that holds up. Brisk start to the day, scraping ice off the windscreen. Winter is very much here. So the thing that broke yesterday was the thing I thought I fixed last weekend. Obviously didn't fix it well enough. Do it properly today. This is your problem, mate. So now I've got this guard off, I can get in there with a grinder, dress it up, weld it properly. Right, so I'll get these trimmed up, get all the leaves and the small branches onto the fire, and I'll drag the trees out the other end and start cutting them into lengths. Oops. Oh dear. I just went and dumped all the branches at once onto the fire, and now it's filling the entire state with smoke. Let's hope no one calls the CFA. Chain bust. Opposite end of that, essentially I need a pin like that. Got no idea where that is. Yeah. there we go, another month done. Actually opened up a massive space here. I'm really happy with it. Got further than I thought I would, which rarely happens. So when it does, you got to appreciate it. We've got a lot of cleaning up to do at the start of next month, but nah, feeling good right now. So as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next month.